It is Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, and my best bets are on the way. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Today, I got my favorite player prop. We got a spreader over underlean. We have two long shot plays that I think you guys should stick around for. Now, buckle on in, because the Warriors going for the 4-0 clean sweep of the Dallas Mavericks. We'll see if they get it done. Let me know if you think they get the clean sweep tonight. But let's talk about a quick recap. Now, in Game 3 of this series, took Jalen Brunson over 7.5 rebounds plus assists in. Got the hook right here. He cashed on the hook. He had 8 exactly. And while I do like that bet today, we'll talk about them a little bit. Got a different one coming up. Now, I do want to say, if you are new to the Calling Our Shot channel, thank you for reaching out and watching this video. We're obviously doing these daily videos for every single game. Now, I can't recap Marcus Smart. Don't know if he treated us well on Marcus Monday tonight, technically when I'm recording this video, but on Monday night, we'll recap him on the next game. But either way, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below your best bet. Now, we have a couple reminders. Number one, we're back on Chalkboard. If you guys don't know what Chalkboard is, I keep reminding you people that we are there, but the people on Chalkboard are getting all our plays early for the rest of the NBA season, just like our COS All-Star. So if you want to join the Chalkboard, get the plays early in case the lines move. Click that top link in the description. Only available for iOS users. Android is on the way. So definitely join if you want to. Also, like I said, shout out to all our COS All-Stars. One of the cool perks, they get those plays extra early before even the people on Chalkboard. So if you want to join our become a COS All-Star, support the channel a little bit more, we certainly would appreciate it. Only $2.99 a month. I don't have any new All-Stars today, but hopefully that list is longer tomorrow, so we appreciate those All-Stars. And a reminder that we are sponsored by PrizePicks. We post a parlay for Monday night's game. We're going to have another PrizePicks parlay posted later on today. Best perk of signing up for PrizePicks, well, one, you get to do some player prop parlays, but two, if you sign up using code COS or the link in the description, you get a free $100, 100% deposit match up to $100. So you deposit $100, you get $100, you get $200 to play with. Great deal. And to make it even spicier, I got my player prop for today. It's Draymond Green. We're taking his over 6.5 assists, plus 120 on DraftKings. Now, before I get into it, this line's 5.5 on PrizePicks at the moment, so you can definitely lock that in. Even better value. We'll talk about the line now for that one. Now, let's talk about Draymond Green. Why am I ratting with this one today? Plus 120. We don't normally see us take a lot of plus value plays, but I like this one today. But let's look at Draymond. This series, 3, 5, and 5 assists. So, yes, he's gone under in all 3 games. Even on the hook. Allow me to bring a new prop to the stage and grab your glasses, because let's do some line reading. Now, I won't lie to you guys. These are my fiance's glasses, and I can't see a dang thing. I don't need them, luckily, right now. But why is this line 6.5? That's the question we have to ask ourselves, because you say 3, 5, and 5 assists so far through this series. They're setting a 6.5 line. Now, if it was like plus 180, you'd be like, all right, well, it makes sense. But plus 120, barely above plus value. He hasn't even sniffed it. It's not. Now, if he had some games like 6 assists where he goes right under them, maybe, but 3, 5, and 5, you're like, all right, something's a little bit suspicious. But the fact that even if you want to take 5.5, let's say you're like, you know, Austin, I want to lay some juice on 5.5. Well, congrats, you pay minus 170 juice. No one wants to do that. So let's talk about this a little bit more. I got to take off these glasses because it's getting a little loopy. But why am I on this over? Well, for starters, Otto Porter Jr., likely doubtful. Well, he is doubtful today, likely out of this game. No reason to force him into a game that, you know, if you lose, you could at least go home and try to finish out this series. So, obviously, what's a great thing about Otto Porter Jr.? Get well soon. Well, he's one of Draymond Green's replacements. Now, Otto Porter Jr. got injured pretty early in Game 3. I don't know how many minutes he played, but we saw Draymond play a lot more minutes. 37 minutes last game compared to just 28 and 29 in Games 1 and 2. Obviously, it helps if he's on the court to get more assists. Now, also, number 2, the real reason we're here, that he only had 5 assists on, I believe, 17 or 18 potential assists in Game 3. Yeah, his teammates just weren't knocking down shots. He was passing to him. For comparison, his teammate, Stephen Curry, had 11 assists on only 15 potential assists. So they were knocking down shots for Stephen Curry, weren't knocking them down for Draymond Green. Maybe Draymond can't pass the ball. Nah, I'm just kidding. Of course he can pass the rock. That's pretty much all he's good for at this rate. Not scorer, but he's a great, obviously, facilitator for this offense. So obviously he had a great, potential assist. And look at the NBA stats website. They do adjusted assists. That takes into account, shots, maybe layups or maybe 3-pointers that a guy normally would knock down, but they just weren't making it. And we look at it. We saw him have 10 adjusted assists in Game 3. So even the NBA stats website was like, you know what, anyone that took Draymond's over in Game 3 got wrong. Now, we did the same exact thing back to the last series against the Grizzlies. We saw Draymond have 2 consecutive games with just 5 assists. He had 5 assists in back-to-back games. I think games like 4 and 5 or maybe 3 and 4 of that series. And he had the same amount of potential assists. He was averaging like 17 potential assists. And then what did he do? The next game, he had 8 assists. We took his over that game, over 6.5. We took it 8 assists, and he cashed out for us. And I'm hoping for a similar occurrence today with Mr. Draymond Green. We have a love-hate relationship with us or for the channel, but I think we've cashed the last 2 Draymond props. And look, they're not gonna play Juan Toscano Anderson a ton of minutes without Otto Porter Jr. I think we're gonna see maybe not a lot more Draymond, but we'll see a couple more minutes of Draymond out there. Also, don't mind taking his rebound prop. I think he's gonna get a bunch of rebounds today, and you'll hear me talk about that in a little bit. But I really like this Draymond prop. I hope he treated us nicely the last time we took his over 6.5 assists. We're getting plus 120 value. Doing a little bit of line reading on this one. I think Draymond's going to get it done for us. We're riding with him. Draymond Green, over 6.5 assists. Player prop of the day. Now let's talk about a couple leans. Gun to my head, I'd have to ride with the Warriors if I were to bet it, but I honestly like the over 215.5 points. Now, I did say the under in Game 3, and that one cashed pretty easily despite them scoring like 63 points or something like that in the fourth quarter. But you got to think about this game. I mean, the Mavs, this is win or go home. You can't afford to lose this game. So I know a lot of people might want to play the Mavs, but a lot of people want to play them in Game 3. And what do they do to you? They really wronged you good. And so I just can't willingly place money on the Mavs just because I know the Warriors are a better team. But I like the over in this one just because I think they're going to knock down more shots. I mean, shout out Reggie Bullock and Maxi Kleber. They put their house on the under. And boy, did they pay off good. They don't even have to worry about their next contract because those guys went 0 for 15 combined from the field. Now, yeah, they had the under, but I think those guys will knock down more shots. We should see them go over this one. That's just my lane. I think they go over the point total tonight. Obviously cleared it, I believe, in Game 2 pretty easily, like 200-something, 40 points, something like that, 243, I believe. I think they get it over in this one. Now, let's talk about some player prop leans. I got 2 of them for you. Jalen Brunson over 7.5 rebounds plus assists. Rinse and repeat. Hit it in all 3 games this series. And look, he had 8 in the last game. I think he had about 9 assist chances, maybe 10 rebound chances. So 19 rebounds plus assist chances, only getting 8. I think you can convert a little bit more of that today. So don't mind anyone that wants to run it back with Jalen Brunson. I don't mind you doing that. Honestly, I might play it on the side, but my official pick for this one will just be Draymond Green over 6.5 assists. But Andrew Wiggins, another player prop I really like, over 24.5 PRAs. Cashed it in all 3 games this series. Obviously, last game, I mean, he dunked on Luka, and the refs felt bad. I think they called an offensive foul on that one. But 27 points, like 11 rebounds in the last game. I think he had 14, 16 rebound chances, ton of rebound chances for him. And I think without Otto Porter Jr., who's likely, like I said, Otto Porter Jr. at the time of recording this, doubtful to play. Don't expect him to play today. So I just would expect Andrew Wiggins to play a couple more minutes, play like 40 minutes in Game 3. Should play a lot of more minutes in this game. And I think he could get it done. Over 24.5 PRA is not a bad look. Now, let's talk about some long shot parlays. Get out your darts and throw them. Because talk about the first one. Draymond Green, triple-double. Look, Draymond always feels like getting a triple-double when, no one really cares, no one bets on it. Today could be that day, plus 3,000 on FanDuel. So you're getting $10 would win you, $300? So not too bad on it. I'll sprinkle a couple bucks on it. Now, Draymond, like I said, this is the Game 4. I mean, honestly, the Warriors don't need to win this game. So could we see Draymond just come out here and say, yeah, you know what? I feel like getting a triple-double today. Certainly possible. He can get the 10-plus points. He had that in Game 3. He can get the 10-plus rebounds. He had like 14 rebound chances in Game 3. He obviously had the assist chances with, 17 assist chances in Game 3. So he had the recipe. He had the ingredients. Just didn't have the recipe. Now he has the recipe. His teammates can knock down some shots. Go out there, grab some boards. I think Draymond plus 3,000. Pretty good value. I'll sprinkle a little bit on it. I think it's worth it. Now let's talk about another guy, Reggie Bullock. I'm taking his 4+ threes or his 5+ threes. I'll sprinkle on both these, plus 230 and plus 620. Now, Reggie, where were you at, man? In Game 3, man, what were you doing? Now let's take a step back. Reggie Bullock in Game 1, 3 for 10 from threes, making 3 threes, did not knock any of these. Game 2, he said that wasn't good enough, went 6 for 10 from the 3-point line, and he obviously cleared both these lines. Now, Game 3, 0 for 10, 0 for 7 from 3, lost a little bit of confidence, can't blame him. If you're not knocking down shots, you probably should stop shooting them, but can't imagine what he's going to do in Game 4. I mean, the bounce back is going to be real. I think Reggie Bullock steps up today. He has to. I mean, he's seen, if he's logged onto any social media, even probably logged onto his text messages, he probably saw people like, what was that performance? I think Reggie Bullock steps up today. Shoots a lot. He should continue to shoot, 7, 10 3-pointers tonight. Must win games. Going to play 40-ish minutes, 44 minutes in one of these games this series. Should play a lot. Don't mind sprinkling a little bit on Reggie Bullock. 4+ threes, and it's obviously 5+ threes. If you want to take his 3+, which is like minus, 120, minus 140 on some books, don't mind that, but I'll just kind of be sprinkling those on long shot plays. Won't really count them towards my record, but I got some money on them. But my one official play for this one, Draymond Green, over 6.5 assists, plus 120 on DraftKings. Let's ride with you, Draymond. The glasses were out. Hopefully we can cash that one. Let me know if you think the Warriors bring out the clean sweep. I'll put our MLB best bets on the screen once they are live on Tuesday morning. Obviously, if you want to sign up for PrizePicks, certainly would appreciate it. I'll post my PrizePicks parlay a little bit later on Tuesday afternoon, so get tuned into for that. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Calling a Shot. We post it there first. Thank you as always for supporting the channel. It's been Austin. I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Peace.